Now, if you are a new YouTuber, stick around because I'm going to share 10 tips how you can start improving your YouTube channel. I have been in the YouTube space for the last couple of years, but I have actually been active for the last 6 months, where I have reached the 1,000 mark and 4,000 watch hours. In reality, the first hurdle is the biggest challenge, which is reaching your first 1,000, or I would say your first 100 subscribers and getting 1,000 watch hours. Because once you gain that, you gain the confidence that you can get to the next milestone and reach the higher level. And here are some of the strategies I used during the last 6 months. Number one is you have to share the message with many people as possible. What I did was, when I sent mail, what I did with my signature, I added the YouTube symbol where it links direct to my YouTube page. This created a lot of organic subscribers and also watch hours. So it is very, very vital to add the YouTube on your email communication so that people know that you have a channel. Number two would be, once you create a YouTube channel, you need to create that momentum. You could initially tell your friends, family, and create the awareness, but then gradually you need more audiences to come and visit your site or check your video. So what I did was, I went and joined a lot of groups on social media. For example, if I'm talking about purpose or confidence, since I'm in the personality development space, or public speaking, I went to Facebook and typed public speaking and join as many groups as possible. So related to your keyword, go and join a lot of groups. Could be even a Quora, Reddit, and be a contributor. And gradually you can share a comment saying that I have also done this video, please check it out. And there will be a lot of people who will like to support one another and will check your video, and you generate a lot of organic and subscribers as well. Number three is you identify a specific niche, because the more you have a niche that is closer to you, the more you will be passionate about. Do not go with the trends that is in the market. Whereas try to find a niche that you are good with and stick around with. Maybe you can try few other trends, but try to stick with one niche, because this is where people will start having a connection with you. The fourth one is a very powerful tip, which took a long time for me to understand. Now keep in mind, YouTube's larger vision, larger objective is to replace TV. In fact, today most kids, even adults, have switched most to the YouTube or the online space than spending time on television. Now, when I did a lot of research, I came to know some of the people who are successful on TV are not successful on the online space. Now, today most actors, celebrities are creating a YouTube space because they know the impact it is creating. But what I realized was, there were some who didn't succeed in the online space, whereas they used the strategies that they use on the TV with the YouTube audience. Whereas the YouTube audience is more like a community. It's more like a family. And the more you can interact with your YouTube subscribers, more like a friend, like you're talking one-on-one with a friend, the better it is. So it's a very, very powerful tool when you're communicating, when you're having a rapport with your subscribers. See that you're talking to them one-on-one. Always interact with the audience. The fifth, I would say, is having good content. YouTube encourages a lot of content. They actually look for new content, original content, and the more you can show your authenticity, the better. In fact, there are two types of content: short content and long content. What I mean short content is from maybe 30 seconds to 3 minutes. The longer content would be 3 minutes to 15 to 20 minutes. You could have even longer content, but in reality YouTube is capturing audience for 10 to 15 minutes. So when you are planning videos, initially start with 0 to 3 minutes, then go try to build on having 6 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. What happens is, most people check videos for average 5 to 10 minutes. So it is ideal to settle between 10 to 12 minutes videos, which is long haul videos. And in fact, when you are monetized, these videos, you have the opportunity to include more adverts when it's a long haul video. Number 7 would be, when you're catering to your audience, remember I said identify who the audience is and try to pitch your content like sharing information to a 12-year-old kid, where it is very relatable, very understandable. Make a lot of content that is impactful as well as entertaining. Next, I would say the thumbnail. Now, your thumbnail is your marketing to attract the audience to come and check your video. So keep in mind, when you have a strong thumbnail, the first impression makes the viewer to come and check out the video. And what I realized was, the more crazy it is, the better it is. Now if it's a standardized thumbnail, the attraction is less. So the more you can be creative, create that hype for the first 3 to 5 seconds where you can attract the audience in your thumbnail, the better it is. Looking at the top YouTubers like Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, many other YouTubers, what they have done is they have exaggerated on their thumbnail. The more they have shown something creativity, the more they have found it faster to attract the audience. The next would be the title. Now what I realized was, when you're having a title, go with a title that have been searched on YouTube. You could use, there are many softwares like vidIQ, Google Trends that can help you find keywords that have less competition, higher search. But initially when you are searching, maybe in Google, if you're talking about a sport, type that sport on YouTube search bar and see what are the words that is being shown under that, what are the keywords, and use that in your tags, use that in your title, your description, add a lot of hashtags. Then you have a hook to further attract the attention of your audience. Another trend is, at the beginning, do not get too absorbed with the equipments, though it is a good thing. Go with what you have. If you go to concentrate too much on your backdrop, too much on the video equipment, the less you will focus on sharing information. So initially do with what you have and build yourself. Maybe do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 videos. In fact, it took me almost 70 videos to get my first 1,000 subscribers, and it was a learning process. Each video you learn new tools, you learn how to edit, you learn how to add features, you learn how to put a subscribe button, interact with the audience. So it's a process that matters. And if you see some of the top YouTubers who are today having millions and millions of subscribers, started with very, very simple and home videos. So the next tip is, do not worry about what the other people is thinking. Go out there, share your information, do that first video, because people do not care. We worry too much about what other people think, and we do not publish, because keep in mind, once you hit that publish in the first video, you gain that confidence to keep publishing. So go out there, have fun, start publishing, and learn through the process. Another tool is, add the few additional tools that YouTube is already provides in their platform, like having an end screen, having a watermark button, adding a lot of cards, create a playlist. These are little things, but eventually the compound effect will take place. Last but not least, when they comment, you should always interact with your audience. Ask people to communicate and interact with your audience. Now, another way, when you are commenting, make sure you comment on other people's platforms as well. Compliment that video and also say, check out my video, and have a link. That will create interaction and also awareness to your channel. So I trust you got some good value from this video. I invite you to subscribe, share your comments in this video. So until we meet again, adios.